Hi Sheikh, I'm trying to apply L1 visa, but I'm completely blank. Can you try to explain me the process? Hey, sure, I can explain you the process of L1. Before that, I want to understand what type of L1 visa you are applying for. I'm trying to apply for L1A visa. Sure, I can explain the complete process of L1 and my personal experience as well. I hope you will be able to get the complete process as well. Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see about the complete process of L1 visa. Okay, as you see in the previous slide, there are two types of visa. One is L1A and other is L1B. So L1A will be applicable for managers and executives, and L1B is applicable for technical with specialized skill. Both the visas are considered as an intra-company transfer visas. For example, a US company which has a branch affiliate in any of the other countries other than US. For example, take myself, I am was working in India. I was altogether transferred from India to US. So in that case, it's the company to company transfer. So that is this particular visa is called employer bound visa. In that case, you will not be able to change any other company during the stay in US. Okay. So let's see about the maximum stay which is allowed for these particular types of visas. So L1A visas, as I told, it will be applicable for managers and executives. L1A visa is a maximum stay of 7 years. In that case, initial stay of 3 years plus 2 years plus 2 years is extendable. And L1B visas, it will be maximum stay of 5 years, and initial stay of 3 plus 2 can be extendable. And there is a catch here. So in that case, if you are previously holding an H1 visa and getting the status changed to L1 visa, then your 3 year stay can be deducted from your L1 stay. So that means L1A will be applicable for 4 years and L1B applicable only for 2 years. Now I am going to explain about the complete visa application process which I involved personally. So I hope the process will be a little bit different for company to company, but let me try to explain as much as I can. So when are you applicable for L1 visa? So in that case, your branch affiliate company, you should stay up at least 12 months to 36 months. Minimum stay of 12 months is required in the branch affiliate company to process a L1 visa. Any L1 visa, it can be L1B or L1B. Okay. So in that case, let's get started about the process, what you will do. So your employer who is there in US, they will assign you a attorney. So attorney in that case is a lawyer. So in India we say as a lawyer. So they will assign you an attorney. That attorney will file you a petition for you. What petition? So what is meant by petition? So petition is nothing but so and so employee is getting transferred from India to US. So I need a petition approved. I'm just giving a submit a petition to a US immigration department. So in that case, so attorney will request you the basic details. So in that case, you need to give the passport details, education details. In case of if you have a dependence, every details you have to fill in their system. Once it is filled, you will get a notification of approval notice. The attorney will provide you four main documents. So what are all the documents? So one is I-797 and other is I-129 and the third is G28 and fourth is support letter. So I'm going to explain the what and all these documents. Okay, what is the process for to be followed further? Okay, I-797 is the approval notice which is given by the US Immigration Department post your petition submission. I-129 is the document which you have to given to the consular to provide that this is the employee coming from India to US. And G28 is not that mandatory document to be submitted for consular, but that document is all about the attorney details. And support letter. Support letter is the one that the US firm which is applying a L1 visa to transfer you from, for example, from India to US. Okay, so they have to give the support, like what kind of role he is going to do in the associate going to do in US. So in that case, for L1A, the support letter will contain what are the major activities which is done by the employee. So in that case, hiring, firing, what and all the managing things he does and everything he speaks about. And next thing, for L1B, most of the technical things, technical implementation, those things it will be covered in the support letter. Now let's see about the what are all the online process involved in this visa application. Probably there are two website you have to cover. One is the visa application done in online, and other is the grabbing the slot using the CJA portal. Okay, so once your petition number is received by attorney, you just need to go uh, into the visa application online. The URL whatever you needed, that will be there in the description box. So once you are going into the login into the system, you need to select the post. So post is nothing but the location. So in case if it is in India, you have to select about Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, any location. So once you selected it, you have to select the type of visa you are trying to apply. So in that case, L1, H1, anyway, many types of visa are available. For in my case, I have to go about the L1 visa. For L1 visa, you have to once you select the L1 visa, there will be ask for the petition number. You have to enter the petition number there, and then you have to give your basic details. So passport number, your education, who is your US contact manager, which is company you are going to join there in US, and every details you do. Post filling all the details, you have to submit the application. Once you submit the application, you will get an application number. So that application number, keep it secret. And next thing is create an account in the CJA portal. In CJA portal, again, it's a basic portal. So in that basic portal, again, you have to go for that CJA portal is applicable only for getting the slot, like an IRCTC website to get a slot booking done. So in that case, there you need to select your type as L1B. So L1B is a L1 blanket petition. In that, once you select the L1B, you have to again give the basic details like name, passport number, petition number, and everything. What is the application number which you filled as a this one? So that application number, what you call, is called DS160. So that DS160 number, you have to fill it in your CGA portal. Once you fill, the next tab which will give you is the delivery option. So one delivery option is whether you want to pick it up or you want to deliver to your home address. In that case, if you want to deliver to your home address, per passport they will charge up to 650 rupees. Okay, so once you have done and every details is done, the next page you have to pay your visa fees. For my case, I have paid $190 per person. In that case, I had 3 dependents, so in that case, like four $90, I have paid up to 60,000. Post the payment, you have to wait for 3 to 4 hours. The payment get reflected in your CGA portal. Once the payment is reflected, you will get a receipt number. That receipt number will be automatically populated into CGA portal. Then only you will be able to navigate to your appointments page. Okay. In the appointment page, there are 2 appointments you need to take. One is the VAC appointment, and other is the consulate appointment. So consulate appointment is the interview appointment, and VAC appointment is your biometric appointment. Okay. Biometric appointment. So in my case, once I created the account got logged out. So there are various catches in this CGA portal. So you cannot log in more than 12 times a day, and you cannot go to the appointment page more than 12 times a day. If you log in more than 12 times a day, your account get locked for up to 72 hours. For example, you will not be able to do anything, just anything you will not be able to do. In that case, you have to wait for 72 hours to get account unlocked. So in that case, between the 72 hours, if any slots open, then you probably miss your slot. Okay, so for in my case, first day itself I got locked out, and unfortunately at that time there were no slots open. Luckily I got slot open, then the next day once my account unlocked, I was able to grab the slots. So in my case, I got the slots on April 8th and April 12th. So April 8th for my biometric, and April 12th is for my consular interview. Now let me cover about my personal VAC experience which I went in the Chennai biometric office. Okay, so my VAC appointment was on April 8th, 9:30 a.m. So in that case, my home was near to Chennai, so I was about to travel from near to Chennai to one of my relative home. I stayed over there overnight, and after that morning, like around 8 a.m., we started and we reached there at the VAC center by 8:45 a.m. And there is a point you need to note here is there is no parking in VAC center. So either you have to take a auto or either you have to take a cab to reach to the location. So we reached the location. Once I reached the location, I went with my family. My wife and two kids. I went. So that is a good thing. What you can see at the VAC is the prioritization. So prioritization is the one thing, right? People will be standing in the queue. If you are coming with the family with the small kids, you are considered as a VIP there. So that means VIP means we will get a separate queue to move inside faster. The security guy who is standing over there will escort you, and you can go inside directly to the entry point. So in entry point, they check about the DS 160 first page for all the participants, like whether if you have primary applicant plus 3 dependent, all the DS 160, they will check the date of birth and the given name in the passport and other things. That's it. And once you go there, they will probably check your electronic term. They will just ask you to switch off your mobile. So it's good practice not to take any electronic device, but if you are taking electronic device, just keep it in a switch off mode. So post that you will be navigated to the other place where they will just stick a letter. So when you fill when you got a slot, you would have given as a delivery option whether you want to deliver or you want to pick it up. In case of deliver, they will just stick a sticker like premium delivery. And once you're done, you will be navigated to a counter. In that counter, you will be just giving your passport details and everything, where they will take a biometric things. In biometric thing, there is nothing but they will take 10 fingers of the biometric, and they will get a photo. So for my case, my process was really smooth, but unfortunately they are not accepted my kids photo. So in that case, right, so for kids they never take any photo. You need to carry a photo specification which is mentioned in the US travel docs website. So it's I think it is like 2 inch to 2 into 2. 2 inch into 2 inch. So that is the photo you need to carry. You should not have any kind of clips or anything for girl babies or any kind of designer stuff in your photos. It should be neat and clear. And once that is done, my process was very smooth. They just returned back my passport and they just advised be on time to the consulate, and that's it. And we came out and we reached home. Okay, this is the final process, and the day came, right? So which is nothing but consular interview. Like from my side, I was so nervous, like I don't know what will happen on that day. So again, we reached to the consulate office in Chennai by 8 a.m., but my appointment was at 9:30 a.m. And we were, again, there is no prioritization here. You are about to stand for the queue to clear. So in that case, my appointment was at 9:30 a.m. and I was standing in the queue by 8 o'clock itself. So what I did is I was just engaging my kids not to get bored. And what is the then what is it means, like if the appointment is at 8:30, they will allow you here by 8 o'clock. If the appointment is by 9:30, but they will allow you by 9. But luckily I got allowed by 8:45, but my appointment was at 9:30. So when I go inside, I was literally shocked to see my mobile in the pocket, because I really don't know. We should not carry any electronic device to the consulate office. Either it can be a laptop, or it can be a smartwatch, or it can be a mobile. Any electronic device you should not carry to the consulate. Okay, better keep it in home, or if you are booking a hotel, better keep it in hotel and go. So otherwise you will be caught with the fraudsters which are standing outside. Those are just they say they have a locker, but they don't have any locker. The auto wala standing outside, they will grab heavy amount, and they will keep you for, but the problem is there is the amount charges too much. So I was about to wait about the 1,000 rupees, and which I didn't feel good. Then After that, I give the documents necessary. So initially they will be checking the appointment timing and everything. Again, I was let inside. The guy will be sitting inside. They will be checking the passport whether my biometrics has been completed or not. After that, I was able to check this here, see the security clearance and everything. Then I was let inside. Once I let inside, there is a good friend who was standing there, and he was helping me on the documentation part of it. For the documentation part of it, what you need to do, you need to have the two copy of I-129, two copy of I-797, and the supporting letter and what are the documents you look at the first page of your DS-160, and the 4 passports you need to have. So they will ask you, they will give you some set of the set of documents to arrange, and they will put a kind of paper clip and everything. They will allow you to go proceed for the next building. So in the next building only the actual interview happens. Once you go there, you can find the people who are waiting over there for the interview. So what you can see here is the guy who was sitting there, they will ask you to wait, and then before going ahead for the interview, you need to pay the for L1 visa fraud fee is eligible. So in that case, for me, fraudulent fees about like $500. I just went into the counter, I paid $500. So the best way to pay $500 is to use the credit card. So they accept the credit card and they accept the cash as well. But I will personally suggest to carry a credit card. Don't carry debit card. Debit card is not accepted. Only credit card and the credit card and the cash is allowed. Or else, if you can take a challan, which is accepted by this Axis Bank and Yes Bank, Citibank, it is accepted. You need to take a demand draft of $500, and they can accept that as well. Once it is done, you will get a slip. So after you get the slip, they will ask you to wait again in the waiting area. So for me, if you ask, there were lots of visa interviews were going on. So either it can be H1, either it can be L1, either it can be F1. So I was so nervous to see like there were some rejections also happening. Luckily, I just went into the counter, and the guy called, like he was a famous ball guy who was sitting over there, and he was asking me my documents like passport and other details. And there is a small point you have to note here is the counselor guy who will be sitting behind the mirror. I mean behind the mirror, so you will not be able to hear anything. There will be a speaker, in that only you will be able to hear what that guy is speaking. So in that case, you have to give your complete concentration on the speaker what that guy's question is, and answer firmly. Okay. In For me, the question was like, who is your employer, and what is your current salary, and what type of work you do. Since I was there at the L1A visa, they were asking me about my managerial activities, whether you will be involved in the hiring and firing, and those kinds of questions were asked by counselor. But so feel free, take a counselor as a friend, and in case if you have a doubt, or if you are not able to understand the question, ask him to repeat it. But don't give any wrong answer, don't give any assumption answer, because I see lots of rejection where they give the self-constructed answer here. Then there were some little bit question for my wife as well, like she was also there. They were asking me what is the higher education, and they were asking, since she will be getting the L2 status, they were asking whether you are planning to work, and she told like I'm not planning to work. There are small kids, and they asked me to show kids as well. They was like, and and the counselor guy gave a good high five to him. And after that, like they asked me to keep a fingerprint, and that's it. Like for me and my wife, they asked me to finger, and they told like your visa is approved, and they gave a green slip to me. My feeling was very mixed, whether I have to be happy or sad, because I was so nervous, but I'm not able to accept, but my visa is approved. um, I think it was a good feel, it was a good experience. Okay. And what I feel is like, go firm, and be courage in answering the questions. That should give you positive things, positive results as well. I hope I have explained very well on my visa application process and my personal experience on VAC as well as US consulate interview experience. If you have any doubts, please comment below. I'll try to clarify most of your doubts. Please do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. It will be helpful for someone. And till we meet again, bye bye.